Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Christine with Patter Crafts, and today I'm here to share with you a different kind of video. We'll see if how this works. So I purchased a new tripod. I'm using my son's camera to try to have an angle from above, and thought maybe I'd show you some of my process. And let's see how this works. So anyway, let's see. Today is May 22nd. So this Saturday, Scrapping for Less will be revealing their May Scrapping for Less Flavor of the Month kit. So you know, you guys know that I like to be surprised, so I'm going to be trying to stay away from social media over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, especially with Monday being a holiday. I'm wondering if this is going to put our card kits out just a little bit further. Anyway, we're going to dive back into February, because why not? And February so far has been one of my favorite kits. It is definitely something that's very much up my alley. So just to recap, this is everything I had left from the kit. Now this is these items here are part of the banana split level. So if you subscribe to the banana split level, you also probably received these things in your kit. If you just received the, I think it's called a double dip sundae, then you'll have everything here. And of course, I'll put the unboxing video below, also my original 16 cards. I'll put both those videos and a link below in the description. If you are interested in everything I received, what did I make the first time around, because this time around we're gonna mix these kits up. So, I'm just going to put this stuff aside for just a moment, because in the banana split level, we received this color mist. I have not used this at all since I received it. So that'll be something new to try. Ooh, sorry, hit the tripod. We have these Doodle Pop stickers, these adorable sentiments, which I will probably be using a lot with in these next set of cards. And we also received this rainbow die from Paper Smooches, which is awesome because I've been debating buying a die like that. Not necessarily Paper Smooches. I've seen many different brands with a similar die, so it's kind of cool that it's something I've been wanting and came in the kit. So there, voila, I have it. Okay, so first thing I kind of do when I'm mixing up these kits is I'm going to take all the stamp sets and put those aside and look and see what kind of goodies I have here. So I keep this little jar or bowl or whatever it's called on my desk for little things like this. So I missed a little button. So I have the brads and the buttons from the first two kits. I'm probably going to just pop these sequins all in there. This just helps sort of keeps my desk clean so I don't lose them all. And I do have some of these little pearl, if I can pick them up. Okay. And I have some enamel stickers. So I'm going to just probably stick all that stuff in. I'm also going to put that off to the side, which you can't see in view. This is what I have left of the gold mesh. This was really fun to kind of work with. I don't know what I'll do with it the second time around. The first time around I just kind of used it across a card and put an image over the top. I used a ton of multi-matte medium to keep this down. I don't know if that was necessary, but I had never used a product like this before, and I really wanted to make sure that it didn't come up off of the card. So we have the mesh. Let's see here. Now when I get my kits, I usually take the images and I stamp them out, and then I cut them out so that they're just easier to use when I'm making the cards. I like to kind of do things in shifts when I'm making a lot of cards, just because for me it saves time, but I like to just be able to, and I have a scan and cut, so I like to be able to just sit down, stamp out all my images, and cut them all out. And usually I'll do that just while I'm watching TV, and just take an hour or two and stamp out all the images. Because whether I use them or not in these cards, I have a binder where I keep all these extra images. If you guys are interested in seeing what that looks like, just leave a comment below, and if you want to see how I store this sort of thing, I can definitely show you that. So getting off track. I'm going to put these aside. Now, we did get 2 icon sticker sheets with collection 1 and collection 2. So I'm going to also pull those aside. Now this is generally what I do, is I kind of separate and sort what do I have left. There's another. Isn't he cute? Let's put him over there. And I should just have paper left. So now I kind of want to see. All right, I got 1 full sheet. It looks like just 1 full sheet. And then I kind of put my bigger pieces together. Now usually with 6x6 paper, if I'm cutting it down to use the full sheet as a panel, I end up with these strips. So usually I'll put those all together. And then I keep all the really tiny ones together. I just try to kind of put them together by size a little bit. I'll put them in piles that are not so many piles after I kind of sort through what I have, because essentially what I'm doing right now is what's left. Now I also have these little pieces that you cut apart, so I can use the image, or actually I don't have any images, at least not these 3. These are all like little sentiments, or I could use the plaid paper on the back. So I'm going to keep those together. Now you'll notice, like over here, anything that has a hole in it from the paper, like the top of the paper, I kind of put those together, because this isn't, I'm not going to be able to use this whole strip. I'll either use like from here down, or I'll cut from here over. So I kind of keep those together just so I know like that paper has a hole in it. Here's another sentiment one. Now this is kind of a weird one, because I cut something out of that. Usually with a piece like this, I'll just cut that little part off. I know some people use all this sort of stuff. I don't see that I'm going to use this, so I'm probably going to put that in the paper trash. Paper trash gets recycled. Now these pieces will be fun, because if you remember, there was a sketch that I fell in love with this kit, and they involve some pieces that look like this. So I'm excited about that. It's just a white piece of scrap. Now this one, even though it has this cutout, I won't cut that like I did the other piece, because I'll see how I'll use it in the next card. Oh, and we have another fun shape already cut out. Even though this one has the hole in it, it's kind of a bigger piece, so I'm going to put that one here, because if I cut that part off, that strip would probably fit right in there. That's a fairly large piece of paper left. Ooh, we have some more stickers. I'm going to put that in my little bin, and some scraps. So then I'll kind of look at this, and I'll probably actually put these here, those ones there, and this one up here. So this is just my sorting method. Anyway, I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to be right back. So I'm just going to put stuff around me that's not in this space that I'm going to work with. I'll make one card in this video, kind of showing you my thought process when I'm looking at this stuff. I'll make one card and then I'm going to see how that works. If that works out really well, then I'll make another video making all the rest of the cards. And then for those that don't really care about the process, they just want to see what I make, I'll make a video of all the cards that we make in this mix-up. Okay, so I've been fiddling with what I wanted to use. Now, sometimes when I use these, this mix-up, I do like to use black card bases because you can use it to like back, like if I wanted to cut this down, which I'm probably going to do, I can still have kind of a border that's black. I like having the black border on the images, and using a black card base allows me to do that when I've used the colored cardstock that they provide. I generally have mostly just black 110-pound cardstock or white 110-pound cardstock for my card bases. I just buy it at Michael's. It's the Recollections brand. I use either a 50% off coupon or I wait for it to be on sale. Sometimes they have buy one, get one free. I believe, well, I can look real quick. So I had it, of course, I took the label out. Well, here's a package of white. So it's 110 pound. There are 100 sheets. So I buy this and I buy the black cardstock, and I use this most of the time for my card bases. While my Favorite Things cardstock they provide in the kits is really nice. I do tend to use it. I used to hoard it, but then I was like, why hoard it when I can use it? I believe it's 100-pound cardstock. But anyway, you can make 200 cards out of those if you do the A2 size. So anyway, we have a black card base that I cut out from my stash. Because I don't have any 8.5 by 11 cardstock left over from the first 16 cards. I decided I'm going to use this strip here. And this, I think I can cut this in a way to kind of just give that a little something extra. And even though it's got the little hole there, I think if I cut this the right way and I put it on here, and then I'm going to use this as well. So I think I'd be able to hide where it connects with this little piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and Bring my cutter in. Now where that little hole is, I don't want to cut it all off. And then don't you love it when you lose your stuff? All right, here's my ATG. I'm gonna apply some adhesive on the back of this piece. And we are going to see and then I actually looked at, I don't even need all of that. Okay. I think I'm just going to cover this whole edge. When I know I'm going to cut a piece off, I usually do one part on there. I think I did this backwards. Oh well. No, I didn't. I'm going to go this way. Now this has a tiny little edge where the glue is from where it was on the paper pad. So I'm just going to bring that a little up so I can cut that off. Go ahead and attach that. Cut that off. I think I cut a little bit of the card base on that one. Oh well. Okay. All right. Actually, you can't even, I mean the seam's right there, but you can't even really see it. So this is gonna go right here. Okay. And I think I'm going to have it go like that. And that seam was right there. I just made it just a little bit so it could cover. Again, I don't know if it was necessary because that worked out pretty well. Now I definitely want to use these stickers. I don't know if I want to use the little Vikings. See, he kind of like blends a little to the background. So let's see what he looks like. I think I like him a little bit better. So the dragon's out. Now let's take a peek at our other Viking. Just because he's a little bit bigger of an image, so I'm hoping that maybe he'll come, you know, look a little bit. See, I like the size of him, but I think I like that better. All right, we're gonna go with our little red bearded Viking. Just gonna put that back on. Let me go ahead and put him down. So that is my card. I was debating if I wanted to use some of these star, but I think against the black cardstock they're gonna get lost, so we're gonna put those aside. Maybe we'll put some sequins. We'll do some sequins. If I can open them. Here we go. Let's see. When I do sequins, I just basically take my glue, put some dots on it, and call it a day, and then just add the sequins. I know some people like really plan them out, but that's not me. So we're just gonna put one here, maybe one here, 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 and here. Now I use my little tweezers for this. I bought this for it. I don't find this works at all. At least not for me. I don't know if you guys know a trick. I can't get this stuff to come down into the area. It's super sticky. And it kind of looks like it's melting. So I don't know if it just doesn't like my desk. If maybe it was old. If you guys have any tricks, just let me know. Alright, so I'm just gonna apply some sequins. Problem is I use these tweezers all the time, so they always feel sticky, but this doesn't always go well for me. Okay, and looks like, let's put a little brown one. Just because we've used all the others are different colors, so we'll just finish it with all different colors. Okay, and anyone who's seen my videos knows that I usually finish my cards and I don't have a white mat. Usually I have all these white mats already prepped, so let's just cut one down. If I'm going to cut one down real quick like this, I just put a couple lines where I need to cut it. It does not need to be perfect. Usually I would already have these done because I do this a lot, where I put a white mat, because like I said, I do use a lot of black card bases, and it's really hard for somebody to write a sentiment on black cardstock. So I usually keep a bunch of these already done. I think I've been slacking. All right, let me just put some all right. Ooh, look at that. That'll dry fine, but I probably should have done my inside before I did that. All right, and I think I'm going to add a little cupcake sticker to the inside of this card. Cards made just without the kit, I tend to try to decorate the inside of the card because that's what I like to do. But when I'm using the kits, sometimes that's a little harder to do, especially when I'm only trying to use the products in the kit. But there we go. This is one of the cards from our card mix-up. I do believe the paper is all coordinating from collection 3. The paper for each one of these collections was totally appropriate for the kit that they were in. They don't necessarily go too well together. I mean, like, the two boyish kits kind of go together and the two girlish kits kind of go together. But hey, we'll see what happens. But this is card number 1 for my February card kit mix-up. There's the inside. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But until next time, bye!